Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to the Foggy Forest Clear the Map Challenge, episode number 4. As we promised, we have decided to come back and narrate when we hit 2,000 trees. And we've hit 2,000 trees. I'm going to get you up in the air and show you how much we've actually cleared. And we've moved our sell point down. So let's get you guys up here and we'll get you guys going. This is going to go very, very quickly. This series, I'm so excited about it. You can see that we have been working very quickly. We've got all this clear here. We've got this cleared. We got all the way around here done. I'll show you where we are at in the map. Okay. All the way here. So we have been super, super, super busy. There comes our sun finally coming up. We are now into November, so it gets dark very quickly, and it gets takes a while to get light. You can see we're clearing road to road. We've worked our way across here, and we've worked our way across the street a little bit. So now we are working our way this way, and we're going to clear this first section. The next section we clear is this one here to the road, and then we're going to come down here, and we're going to clear this from road to road, so that we will have, if you notice where my little icon is, we will have, and this section here is pretty light, so it'll be just a few trees, and then this whole thing will be clear. But yeah, and then we'll be on to forest area number 1. That'll be the next one to do. So we'll come down here. The next one we'll do is we'll come right here, we'll get at the road right here, and we'll go from here, clear all the way this side. Look at, oh man, I forgot we had a big section here we don't have to touch. So it'll be road to road. So here's what I've decided to do. And let's get the flight off here, and the speed off here. I think what I'm going to do is when we hit our... I'm not going to put out any more just playing the game. I think that that's kind of irrelevant. I can come and put a 20-minute video out for you guys, explain to you what I've done every 1,000 trees or every 2,000. Okay? So I think what we'll do is we won't necessarily focus. But anyways, happy Saturday to you all. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are doing awesome. And I hope you guys are doing fantastic. This series by no means, guys, is anything special like crazy. This is just, let's get going on Fs22, clear the trees, get a series done. And going forward, let's try to establish accomplishing the goals that we want. That's all this series is about, is getting Fury's brain focused back into let's get going. You know what I mean? Let's do what we need to do to get stuff done. So we're going to clear some trees. We're going to go about 20 minutes, and we are at 2,000 trees, and let's go. So I'll come back. Oops, I got to go down. I wonder if this will give me nah, I'm not going to try it just in case. And I'll come back and I'll narrate when we've hit 3,000 trees. And that'll be it. And then we'll do a video. That's it. I'm not going to worry about putting out videos every day. I want to hit goals. So you can see how far 2,000 trees is. And this is all I do. I usually put the music on, I jam out, and I do this, or I cut them down with a chainsaw, whatever's quickest. Sometimes I get bored and just do this. Sometimes I get bored and just do the chainsaw. It allows me, a series like this allows me to kind of just change up quite a bit. You know what I mean? Change. The last episode you guys were here with me. We had the Trex, and the time before that we had the Trex in there. And so it gives me a chance to change and cut trees various different ways. If we even get super bored, we can bring in the tree harvester. But I'm not going to do that because it takes too long. It just takes extremely too long to do that. But these little trees here, the reason I switch back to this is these little trees, you can just do this with them. Cut them down. You get the wood chips, but you don't get any counts. And it just allows you to keep going. Otherwise, the chainsaw cuts them very fast, but it drops them. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is it. And I'm getting excited to get onto a series where we're farming, where we actually could stay on a series. Now, one of the good friends of the channel, Russell, had asked or suggested that we play 2-day months. And the only thing that I would worry about with that would be I want to like put either some sort of time frame or I usually put a year on a map. And the reason I put a year on a map is because after a year, generally speaking, your cows have had their calves. You've already harvested, you know, if you do a certain harvest like oats or even if you did wheat, okay, in 12 months you've harvested twice. At that point in time, you've done pretty much everything that you can do on a map. As a content creator, you have to look beyond the I want to stay on a series. I'd love to stay on a series forever and ever and ever, but your people that watch it get bored because they've seen you harvest once, twice, 3 times, and it does get boring after a while to just watch the same harvest over and over again. So, or we can either go a time distance, like we can go a year down the road, or we can go an episode. We can say we got to do 100 episodes. That's, you know, I'll leave that up to you guys if you think that I should do an episode. But if we decide to do an episode, I'm not going to go any more than 2-day months. I'm just not going to do it because I think that it tends to slow the series down way too much. If I do manage to choose 2-day months, I'm probably going to go like 3x speed or 4x speed, depending on how realistic we go. But yeah, I'm excited about that. I would like to get a series with which is what Backcountry was all about. Backcountry was all about the be-all, end-all. Now, the Backcountry for Fs22 doesn't have the mining on it. So my goal is hopefully they fix Farm Sim 25 quickly. But in the near future, it will give us a chance to play some maps that we missed in FS22, and if we make them through them, maybe we'll head back to FS25 and go from there. And as you can see, this is very relaxing. I can talk and chip up trees at the same time. Usually what will happen is I'll just put my headphones on and crank up the music and just cut the trees any which way. I'm not focusing on anything special other than I go in groups of 100. So I go, like we're at 44 right now, I go in groups of 100. So whether I use the chainsaw, the Trex, the Tri-6, or the harvester, I keep going until I hit 100. We are getting close. Well, no, we're not. I still got about 1.5 million. You really don't get much wood chips on this series at all. Very little. Very little. I don't worry about the stumps because with the additional game settings, we can just remove the stumps any way we want. So it's exciting. I think if I'm guessing, I mean, we're starting to clear some major area now. I'm gonna guess if I was a betting man, I'm gonna guess about 20 to 25,000 trees will be on this map by the time we're done. And that's what I'm guessing. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little less, but it's not going to be anything like Piney Acres, and it's not going to be anything like Backcountry. I can guarantee you that. Because look at, in 2000 we've already cleared almost a complete section already, which once this section is done, that's completely a quarter of the map. So a lot of it is because you don't get any counts for these. You know what I mean? These little baby ones. It's just get them out of the way. That's all you're doing. So, but we're getting there, guys. We're getting there, and I do want you guys to realize that the only reason that I chose this series like this is to get us back in, and I wanted to kind of clean up some of the playlists that I had. I came back to this and I had like 8 games saved, and this happened to be one of them. So yeah, pretty cool. I was like, wow, I haven't played this, and then I looked at my playlist on YouTube, and it was like 11, 12 months that I had played. It's been a year. So it's kind of like refreshing to come back. That's why I didn't jump right back on Backcountry. As you can see, we are literally flying. And what do we got here? In 5 hours and 20 minutes, we've done almost 2,100 trees. Just absolutely crazy. But yeah, I'll work on it. I'll get with a few people off camera. I'll get with Russ, and I'll get with some people and see what they think about what length time we should play for the realistic series. I do want to be on a map longer, don't get me wrong, but as a content creator, I have to understand that people after you've been a year on a map, people kind of want to move on. And that's just, I can't speak for anybody. And if you have a different opinion on it, let me know in the comments. If you guys overwhelmingly, and I don't mean just one or two of you, if you overwhelmingly ask me to stay on a series more of a permanent, then let's pick, we could try to, and if you know, and here's the other thing. If you know of a way, I'm going to ask you guys, because you guys are pretty smart. All of you guys, every one of you guys are way smarter than me. Now, see, all of these trees I'm cutting here are not giving me counts. That's the sad part. The map author put a bunch of these in like groups, and you don't get any count for them. So I'm just removing them for the sake of removing the trees and grabbing the wood chips, and that's it. Two things. Let me know in the comments how many days per month you guys want to see, and how long you want me to stay on a map. And if we get an overwhelmingly number of people, if I start, and here, I'm going to give you guys a chance to vote. I'll give you can put 1 for 1 year, okay? You could put 2 for 2 years, 3 for 3 years, and so on and so forth, all the way up to however long. And you can also put indefinitely. So if you want me to go indefinitely on a map, and fine. And we can go from there. But let me know and how long you want me to go and what time frame. Like, for example, if you guys want me to, I'm not going to do 28-day months. I'm not even going to do 16-day months. The max I'll do, I think, is 3 days. That's it. So if you guys say, like, for example, if you guys turn around and say, I want to see him indefinitely on there, 1x speed, 3-day months, realistic, then we'll do that. But we have to have overwhelming. We can't just have 1 or 2 votes. Otherwise, I'm just going to pick it myself, if you know what I mean. So, but if we get 10, 12, 14 people that are saying that they want me to stay on a map longer than a year, and so on and so forth. But be honest, because as content creators, that's the only thing we go by is your feedback. That's it. We got to know when we're doing right. We got to know when we're doing bad. I mean, obviously you tell us by subscribing, but it is nice to every once in a while hear it. Say, like if I was watching like Empty Pockets, for example, okay? Or actually, we'll use a couple of them. Like Empty Pockets, I love his extended gameplays. Like, I like it when he gets on, like, Backcountry. He's on, like, episode, like, 25, 26, or 27 now, and he's doing it somewhat realistically. And I enjoy that. Like, when we get into, like, guys like Russell, I like Russell to stay on a map for, like, permanently. Like, I like to see him on there for years and years and years because his visions of maps are really good. Like, he'll change a map completely around to where at the end of the day, after 5-6 years on a map, you can't even tell it was the same map. In fact, I asked him a couple weeks ago, he was on one of the maps, and I said, what map are you on? He said, I'm on, I think it was Valley Springs or something like that. He's like, I'm on Valley Springs. And I'm like, it doesn't even resemble the same map. It looks completely different from what he's doing. So those guys, but like with guys like Van Ham Gaming, I like him to just go, like, fly through it. Like, because he's so entertaining with his stuff, I just want to go get him on to the next one. You know what I mean? So we enjoy your guys' feedback. So let me know. Game length, or shall we say, yes, how long you want me to play on a map, and how, like, time frame, time speed. So, for example, if you decide that you want me to go 7 years on a map, for example, okay, you're going to put 7, okay, 7 years, and then you're going to put, like 3-day months, 3x speed, or so on and so forth. Just let me know in the comments. And if we get an overwhelming, we'll take the most, whoever votes the most. So, and listen, like I said, be brutally honest, because if you only want me to stay on 1-day months and continue to do this, 1-day months at like 6x speed, that's fine. But just keep in mind that with that speed, it's very hard to go realistically, because you don't get a lot done. You know what I mean? And then we'll have you guys vote on something else next, because this series is not going to last forever. This series here is going to be done. As soon as these trees are done, we're on to the next one, and that's it. What are we on? I didn't check. Well, I got 6 more trees. But we'll keep going. We'll get about 5 more minutes, so maybe we can get another. You know, in 15 minutes we've done 100 trees already, and this is the slowest way to do it. And that's not even count. Like if it gave me counts on these, we'd have hundreds of trees by now. 99, and there is 2,100 trees, just like that. So there we go, 2,100 in 16 minutes. That's pretty good. So we are moving right along on this series, and we are getting going crazy. Okay, so my next map also will be, and that's the other thing. If you guys overwhelmingly pick it, also let me know if you do want to see more Fs22. But if I do go back, I'm just telling you guys right now, if I do go back, I have to find a map that doesn't have any fog on it. And if I do go back, it's got to be, we've got to figure out a way to shut that ground deformation off. I don't care if I have to go in the XML and do it, because you guys know as a modder I can figure that out. I just need to know if somebody knows a way to shut it off. The ground deformation is the biggest thing. I can look the other way with fog, because generally speaking on most maps it burns off by 11, 12 o'clock in the morning anyways. So if you can just deal with the first couple hours in the morning, you're okay. But see, we're getting like whole sections now that are cleared out. You know, so this is why, look at, we're already down there already. So why don't we do this right now, and we'll get this 115 trees. So on the, when I play, I always circle this like this, but I think I want to just continue to do, let's go along the road here, get these few done here. We've only got about 3 minutes. I want to keep my videos on this series to like 20 minutes. You know, also in your voting, one last thing. So you're going to put how long you want me to go. So the first number you're going to put is how many years. Okay? That's the first number. The second number is how many days per month and the time speed. And then the third one will be, what was I just had it pop in my head. I was going to do something else. I can't remember. It'll come to me in a second, and then I'll come back to it. And then I'll add it again. That's my my severe ADD kicking in. I was thinking about it, and then I was driving over that stump, and I completely forgot what I was talking about. So, oh, there you go. I got it. It came back. First number will be how many years you want me to go on the map. Second number will be time speed and you know, day length, all that stuff. And the third one will be I just forgot the name. I get talking about it. Holy crap. That's crazy. That's crazy that I just forgot it again. I can't do two things at once. Oh, what was it? I was popped in and then popped right back out again and said, see you later. We don't want to be in Fury's head today. It'll, you know, and then all of a sudden it'll pop back in, and then I'll try to explain it and it'll disappear again. My brain. My brain. I tell people, don't ever live in my brain. It's like a squirrel doing a wheel, and it's stuck. I have a lot of great things going on in my brain half the time, but most of the time it's pieces of information and things like that. It's crazy. All right, so we're going to wrap this up. I got to think about what I needed to ask you guys. It was the length, the year, the length. Oh, there it is. How long you want the videos? Better say it before I get it. So if you guys want, you know, I'll do as long videos as you guys want. I don't care. You know, I don't care if you guys want an hour, 2 hours. I don't care. And eventually I will be bringing back live streams too. I just can't do them right now because I'm super busy and I don't have the time to stay up too late at night. We go. What do we do here for trees today? 134. That's pretty good. So First number will be how many years you want me playing it. Second number will be how time frame of things, and the third one will be what length videos do you want. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, all the way up to, let's say, an hour. So, all right, guys and gals, please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding bell to get notified when Fury drops a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you're watching this. And remember, I love you all, and I will catch you guys right back here when we hit 3,000 trees. So after 1,000 trees, I'll be back. So there may not be any videos in between this until we hit that mark. And then when we hit the 3,000, I'll drop another video. So, all right, guys. And I have to do this one time for Russell. He tells me don't run with a chainsaw, so I'm running with a chainsaw. Running with a chainsaw, jumping with a chainsaw, running with a chainsaw, jumping with a chainsaw. So, anyways, guys, get out of here, and I'll catch you guys when we hit 3,000 trees. And we're at 21:34 and 5 hours and 31 minutes on this map already. And you can see in 134 trees how far we've actually gone. This is crazy. We're going to have this map done lickety-split. I can feel it. All right, guys, get out of here. Catch you when there's 3,000 trees. And don't forget to vote. Thank you. Fury's out. Have a good one, guys.